other. I wish I could find another lover who'd make me feel how you made me feel, baby. Oh, girl, I remember how good it felt when you had your arms around me, honey. Nothing ever felt as good, baby. Oh, I had somebody love me like you love me all those years, girl. Good to the last drop. Independent radio, The Point. And there you have Dave Keller. And Dave Keller is in the studio with us now. Dave, what tune did we just listen to?
That was called I Wish We'd Kissed.
Well, a little post-Valentine's song.
Yeah, it's kind of the post, I guess. But...
yeah, so, well, maybe, it just didn't happen. Maybe next Valentine's Day. Anyway, Jake in for Zeb today. Happy to have Dave in the studio. And every time I see Dave Keller, I get really bummed out. Because I go home and I try to pick up the guitar and just go up and down the fretboard like he does, and then I struggle just to get an F chord out. And I've got this little app on my tablet where I'm trying to punch up, a B minor something chord, and I can't get it, and the song's over, and I just can't play along. So maybe a lesson is in order.
You got to come by, Jake. I'll teach you a couple of tricks to get you over the hump.
Well, Dave Keller, one of the most fantastic blues players, not only in Vermont, but on planet Earth. Oh. And you're doing a big show on Saturday night.
I am. I'm excited about it. Lost Nation Theater asked me to be part of their February Frolics series, which is a benefit concert series. And they're doing 3 of them, and this is the last one. They did John Gilmore and then Patrick Ross and Hot Flannel. And then this Saturday I'm doing a solo show for Lost Nation, and it'll be a bunch of my new songs, some that people really haven't heard at all, that I barely played out, and then some of the ones I've been playing out for a few years that people seem to like, and just be an intimate concert on the big stage in the spotlight with hopefully a bunch of people there enjoying it.
Well, I think so. It's going to be a great time to warm up because the cold weather isn't going anywhere, and I know I saw you last in the fall in Stowe. It was at one of the, maybe it was Oktoberfest. It was under, one of those big tents that they have in Stowe. You were on stage, and was that this year? Was that me? Was that you?
Maybe in June at the food bag benefit.
Maybe, but it was like damp and dreary, and I was cold, and everybody was in there, and they were dancing to your music, and it was just a great place to warm up, and I think the same thing's going to happen on Saturday night at Lost Nation Theater.
Yeah, it's good. I thought it was a cool idea. They came up with this in the middle of the winter to have a Saturday night series in February for getting people out of the house, giving them a reason to go out, have a little dinner, go hear some music, and, keep the February blues at bay.
I was looking at your website, and I see a whole bunch of local dates, so that's cool for everybody around here, but what's on your horizon?
Oh, I just kind of got all kinds of stuff. I don't know. I'd have to look at my calendar, honestly. I'm just kind of focusing on this one for this week. I usually play 3 or 4 times a week, so I'm just it's in my head for this week, Yeah. On my horizon. Actually, I'm playing in Florida in a couple of weeks, my first time. I'm looking forward to that. I'm playing down in Delray Beach on the 14th. I've got Johnny Rawls coming up in May. He'll be up here in May. All kinds of summer stuff. I do a lot of concerts in the parks, things like that.
And Soul Changes, the album that we just heard the tune from, is this your most recent?
This is the newest one. Yeah. Came out about a year ago. Got nominated for Best Soul Blues Album of the Year at the Blues Music Awards.
I remember I heard Zeb talking about that.
That is a life moment. I really didn't think I'd ever see anything like that, honestly, ever. But if I did see it, I thought I'd have to be in my 60s or 70s before I got one of those, because that's the highest achievement you can get in the blues and soul world for awards. I mean, and you could get a Grammy, obviously, but there's only one Grammy every year for blues, and it always goes to Buddy Guy or something. So besides that, they have this whole awards series for blues and soul artists in Memphis every year called the Blues Music Awards. It used to be called the Handies, and that's the highest honor you can get. So I got one of 5 nominees. I was one of 5 nominees for Best Soul Blues Album.
Did you attend?
I did, and I got to actually perform at the ceremony, which was completely off the chain.
And rubbing elbows with anyone, any idols? Or?
Yeah, I got to actually perform with Ronnie Earl, who
Very
was
cool.
one of the original guitar players with a room full of blues, and people who are into blues and soul and jazz know about Ronnie Earl. It was incredible, and Kim Wilson from the Fabulous Thunderbirds, we were right up there together singing.
Right.
Tom Hambridge, who produced a number of Susan Tedeschi albums. Her drummer was the drummer that was on stage while I was singing, and It was like an all-star.
Amazing, yeah. And your talent is going to be on stage Saturday night, Lost Nation Theater here in Montpelier. And if you go to lostnationtheater.org, you could grab tickets there. Looks like a very affordable show, something fun to do. I'm assuming it's kind of a family-friendly event happening.
Yeah, it is. It is. In fact, for every paid adult, you get one free kid entrance. I think that's how I read it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
kids 11 and under are $10 unless they're accompanied by an adult, and then they're free.
There you go. You have weekend plans. Go see Dave Keller and help raise some funds for Lost Nation Theater. Dave, thanks for coming in this morning.
Oh, you're welcome.
I know you have a busy schedule. You were running around earlier.
Yeah, if people want to find out where I'm playing, they can also go to davekeller.com. And I'm on Facebook at Dave Keller Band.
And I think we're going to play another Dave Keller song next.
Awesome.
All right, it's coming up.